my fucking theme music, please. Thank you.
You must got to get the band in there to set up.
Gotta get the band. You see what I be talking? Let my music, let my intro music play, man. Why I gotta? Can't stand niggas, man. Yo. Listen, man. If y'all listening, y'all tapping in another episode of the WeWatch BattleRap Podcast. Your boy Durag Q, my lovely fucking co-host. Are you awake? Where you at?
Oh, my fault.
Are you alive?
No, I wasn't. I thought you were starting this shit over.
Why would I start? What are we doing here? Yo, nah, man, listen. Know what I'm saying? Today, I don't know where Banksy's at. Banksy's not doing her job. Banksy ain't been doing her job in months, bro. Like, I don't know what's going on. What's going on with the channel or nothing. I don't know nothing. Banksy ain't been doing her job in months, bro.
Don't blame Q.
Yeah, whatever. Hey, yo, all right, today, right? We got like a real special guest. You know what I mean? My brother Prof AC pulled up, you know what I'm saying? My bro going, you know what I'm saying? I'm chopping up with him.
What going?
Yeah, man, what the fuck the vibe? King, how you?
Shit, man. Here, chilling, working, just, doing what I gotta do. What's good with it? Man?
Listen, man, regular shit, man. Just tapping in with you. We also, you know what I'm saying, got my brother JL the God to pull up with us, you know what I mean? What's the vibes, King? How you?
Hey, Uncle fucking Rick.
Know what I mean?
I just want to remind you guys, I hate all you niggas.
You hate all of us? This nigga just here so he don't get fined, man. I'm tired of the bullshit. Hey, yo, Prof. Hey, yo, all right, so just to like give our viewers an idea type shit. My bro Prof AC, like he had a PG, what was that? I want to say like 5 or so years ago back on URL. That was like a little minute. Yeah, that was I think what the fuck was that? That was like 2015.
That was
2015.
All right, but then my son like moved to Serbia and shit. I don't know.
Yeah,
like bro like moved to like East Pakistan or some shit. Yeah, bro, like
Serbia.
It was crazy. It was crazy how that developed. Like
frontline battle rapping in Afghanistan.
You feel me? Like yo, bro. It was crazy how that wrapped up because like yo, bro, Prof AC, and most people don't know this, but like just for everybody who doesn't, like Prof AC, when I first like got into battle rap, was like a big supporter of mine, and vice versa. And ever since then, it was like all love. So every so often, we would like check up on each other. Yo, bro, what's the vibes? How you? Shit like that. And one day I went to check in, and he's like, "Yeah, bro, I just moved to Bermuda." And shit. I'm like, "Nigga, you did what?" You moved to Antarctica? What the fuck? You moved to the equator, nigga? Like, I was lost. No funny shit. Like I was lost for words.
No, you gotta say what everybody else says. You moved to the triangle, like
yo, dog, nigga. Like I was like, yo, bro, it's the vibe. And like ever since then, like more recently than not, like I'll reach out to Prof, like, yo, bro, what's good? Do I gotta tell niggas like I'm your ghost writer or something for you to get back in the ring? Like I'm out here talking big shit about you, King.
Yeah. I mean, Q always says, yo, what's it gonna take to get you to come outside? And I'm just like, okay, we in a pandemic. I gotta wait for the borders to open up and all this kind of shit. I'm coming back outside.
Nah. You know the vibes with that. That was a fan of me. Like I want to see you outside, King.
Yeah,
but
definitely. I appreciate it too.
Yeah, it's all love. So I also brought JL too because like, you know what I mean? Like I actually did, it was weird finding out that you two actually like were cool type shit. Yo, Jay, why don't you like give me an idea of like how it came to be with you two, like, you know what I'm saying, and like getting to know each other and shit like that. How did that whole thing come about?
I ain't even gonna lie, I don't remember. I literally don't. I know I followed him on Twitter, he ended up following me back. He was one of the few niggas that gave me like a paragraph review, fully detailed about me being good in battle rap. And he was one of the people who was like, yeah, keep going. Don't stop, bro. You dope, this and that. But I'd always rock with him. He didn't know that because I didn't say it flat out. I found out about Prof AC about 3-4 years ago now.
Yeah, I didn't know this until recently. Look,
I didn't tell him shit. So yeah, it was just, I don't know, we one phone call just led to us being cool and shit. That's all it was.
Yeah. I mean that makes sense, man. So I want to ask both of y'all, either one of y'all can go first, whoever. How did the entire yo, Prof, I know you got like something coming up. Why don't you like let us know? How did that whole thing with iBattle and whatnot come together? Cause like it felt like really like yo, bro, it felt really random that like it felt really random that like I hit you like, yo, bro, what's the vibes when you coming back outside? That was like a regular thing with us. And you're like, yo, bro, I got such and such coming. I'm like, oh, okay, like I mean, so how did that whole thing come about?
Well, it was crazy because you know what? I spent most of my battle rap career in New York in the tri-state. You know what I mean? So my whole thing that I was trying to do, I was trying to branch out a little more and not just battle in New York. So if you notice, I battled in Arizona, I battled in Texas. And my whole thing, I had a bucket list because my whole thing was like, bro, like I never got into this shit just to battle in one place. Like, you know what I mean? And you know, one of the places I wanted to battle was Atlanta. And I remember JL kind of talking to me like, yo, you know, I definitely would love for you to come down here and get it in.
Let me just throw a little piece in here. The nigga was supposed to be on Road Rage 3, but that's neither here nor there.
They were.
He was supposed to be on Road Rage 3, but you know, things didn't work out for that one.
Yeah, well, bottom line is that, you know, there was some stuff like, you know, politics and everything like that. So 1 minute it was, you know, I'm probably going to be battling at this event, and then it wasn't happening. And then recently I got hit up again by the powers that be, and they were just like, all right, well, I got somebody for you, because the main event is August 8th.
Yeah, August 8th is the main card. This is another 3-day event.
Yeah, so, you know, there was an event. There's supposed to be an event coming up on the 7th. Now, I'm not going to say just yet let the cat out of the bag as to who I'm battling, but, you know, I was told I could get it in on that one. And I was just like, you know, I was still going to go to Atlanta anyway just to go to the event, network with the other promoters and everything like that. But I was like, oh, great. Like, wow, I definitely want to get back in this ring. You know what I mean? You know, Q is always tweeting me about when I'm coming back outside. I can finally tell his ass I'm outside.
That's facts, man.
But like, you gotta pull up. That's the thing. You have to.
Oh man, listen, man. Work, life, husband, all that. Oh, husband. Oh, Jesus, that was crazy. Work, life. You know what I'm saying? Being a husband. Know what I mean? All that other shit. You know how that go, bro. Family, all that other shit. You know how that goes. Huh? I do not have a husband. Don't start with me, son. Don't start with me, bro.
You gotta fix that. Correct it.
That shit was crazy. I got rid of that quick, man. You know what I'm saying? But nah, yo, Prof. Oh, no. I'm gonna let that go. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Pause community gonna love that shit. But it's like, yo, bro, I actually wanted to know too. And like I know you moved to Bermuda. You and I were like talking about a while back about like you were gonna start podcasting and whatnot too. Have you like got into that? Like, how's that been going for you, bro?
Well, I started with something here, you know what I mean, with like a couple of local artists or whatever. So originally it started off as a podcast, and, you know, we were trying to be consistent, you know what I mean? And then, you know, one of the people that was a part of it, you know, they were out the picture, and it was just me and the girl that like kind of was the brains behind the operation. She wanted to take a back seat and just do the camera work and like just let me be the host. So she was trying to not turn it into a podcast anymore. She was trying to actually turn it into an actual show, and we stream it and get paid for every episode we had. You know what I mean? So to be quite honest, you know, we had some really dope interviews lined up, at least with people from here, because, you know, we had a girl named Cangela Taylor, and she's an R&B singer, but she's from here, but she's based in Atlanta, and she works with a lot of people in the industry. You know what I mean? Another person that is from here but doing big things out in LA is this girl Hannah Egan, and she's lined up with Wyclef. So these were people that were doing like making some crazy moves, and we had like interviews with all of them. But Shorty, who I was doing the show with, she just stopped really communicating, and I ain't heard seen.
No, that go like that.
So I definitely do feel like, if I get a little more, because, you know, I don't know how to work these damn apps to make these damn episodes and shit. Like, but, you know, my whole thing is like, with all the work that I put in and all the people that I know just in the battle rap community, and how people tend to rock with me in the battle rap community outside of just being a battle rapper. Like it would
Yeah.
probably be cool if I like went the media route and got to interview certain people, because I feel like they'll be more comfortable talking to me because they know me aside from just being a battle rapper, and they
Nah, that's a fact. Because
You
I
know,
mean,
they
and that's why I've always like, and me and JL talk about this all the time. I've always, and me and Banksy too, like I always have agreed with the fact that like, I mean, battlers doing media is kind of necessary in a way. It gives everyone else who's like it gives us who's watching like another extra perspective that's, you know what I'm saying, that like is kind of helpful. But also there's this too, like bro, I know we all come from the era of time where the battle rappers were the bloggers, like where they were like on back recording their own vlogs and dissing each other and all that other shit. You feel me? So like, I definitely think it's necessary. But so I wanted to know too. All right, so I know you've been watching. Culture's been kind of like advancing a ton since, you know what I mean, not really since you've been gone, but since you haven't been as active as you once. Mm-hmm. So for newer fans, what would you have to say to someone who would ask like, yo, are you like outdated? Have you still been rapping? Are you still paying attention on the same scale as you used to? Like things of that nature, because you're not as active as you once was, and I mean shit like that. So what would you have to say to someone who wants to know, like, are you still like, is it still laced the same? Because like, yo, bro, I was actually going through those comments in, I mean, the PG you did a while back. Like I was seeing like a lot of Lux comparisons and things of that nature.
Yeah, I feel like that's a compliment, because I was getting like a lot of B-Dot and Lux comparisons, and I'm like, those guys are dope. So you know what I mean? Like it would, what was so crazy about B-Dot when he came onto the scene and when his clip went viral? There's a lot of people from here that would send me that, and they always say, "Well, he reminds me of you." Now I can say that we got a lot of differences, but as far as the dated part and everything like that, I feel like one, COVID fucked a lot of things up. So, after I did Texas, because I went to Gutta's Battle League in Austin, and that was the last battle I had was with JDK. And I felt like, well, damn, you know what I mean? I was a little more in my bag. That one I'm starting to develop a little bit more, get more comfortable, find myself with certain things. Because I used to have a problem with delivery. I used to have a problem with like just performance and my cadence, but I feel like I've worked on it a lot more to the point where, proof's in the pudding. The last time, I did a battle, which is 2019 in Texas, that crowd was receptive to what the hell I was saying, and what I was doing. So, I just feel like I do study the game, like, you know what I mean? And I think a part of it also is, even in my studying of the game, I've had to grow and evolve as a person and not be so closed-minded to different things, like, you know what I mean? So maybe before I might have been like, man, I'm not doing angles, or I don't do a lot of personal stuff. Now I felt like, well, damn, you know what? Different battles I exercise.
Everything,
yeah, different battles. Like I like breaking down opponents now. I like finding out, like, because the more you get to know your opponent, the more material you can come up with to like poke holes in his character, to like put flaws in his character, And the MR battle showed me that, you know what I mean? Because he was going in with the trolling, it aggravated me. So when I found out a lot about his background, like it just gave me this unlimited amount of material to say. And, at one point I was kind of stuck. It's just like, what do I say about this dude? But then when he was saying what he was saying, and I like did what I did, it was just like it was more direct. Like I was breaking them down. It's a part of loving the culture, bro. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta love this aspect. You gotta love this aspect of writing. You gotta love the aspect, because performance is a part of battle rapping that, like, it's crazy because people like that just on the outside looking in, they don't understand the importance of performance and delivery, because a lot of them are just focusing in on what you're saying. But then you got the other people that want to feel it and want to feel like they can relate to you in some kind of way. So there's like, I've grown so much, and I've learned to appreciate certain things about the culture. And I've even learned to just embrace that I'm from where I'm from, and I can be in this shit and You know what I mean? Like, I think you just gotta have a love for the culture. You gotta learn how to tune out all the extra shit.
Yeah, nah,
And
most definitely. There's a lot of it. There's a lot of it. Most definitely.
there's a lot of extra shit. But you gotta learn, I think, for the most, love it. Just love
Yeah.
it. You know
I
what
mean, it all, how do I say this? Like it all kind of keeps this game we love growing, I suppose. And I mean, because like I guess it keeps everybody, it starts conversations, whatever, regardless of how good or how bad it. Most of that shit kind of starts conversations. So, I mean, it keeps us in it, so to speak. So like, so I can't even really trip on it.
Yeah.
But I want to ask this too. So like, yo, bro, after what you have going on, are we talking like just one battle again? Like you gonna become more active? Like what is like the goal for you if we're talking like the rest of 2021 if it goes how you want it to go?
I want to get more active. It's just, you know, I'm the thing that's always held me back from being more active than I would like to be. I'm in a whole
Yeah,
nother country, and
I
I've
know.
been paying out my pocket like for all of that shit. Like, you know what I mean? So it wasn't that a league was like booking my plane ticket and travel room and board. I was coming out my own pocket for those plane tickets and those hotel rooms. You know what I mean? So it was a lot, you know what I mean, to on financially. So but I figured you know, when there's a will, there's a way. I've been talking and I just figured like, you know what, for 2021, I'm gonna try to be as active in this as possible. So I mean, I know certain things are out of my control.
Definitely.
So, you know what I mean? Like after this battle, I know the next battle was in the UK, but I still gotta like communicate with the London Battle League and their staff to figure out how, you know, we could be on the same page and make it line up with a decent schedule. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
you
So,
know what I
bro,
mean?
like, yeah, and I got you. I know you said you battled in Texas last year. So, like, dealing with, you know what I mean, some of the COVID stuff that's been going on. Talk to me about how difficult it was to be able to like just get a league owner to be like, yo, yeah, nah, I'll take a chance on booking you, even though you like all the way over here, type of thing.
The Well, are we talking before COVID or after
Yeah,
COVID?
before
Doesn't
I
matter.
mean, let's do both.
Okay. I think they stray away from it because like the ones that like book me that have no problem booking me is because I've already come out there, so like they know what I'm capable of. You know what I mean?
Got
But
you.
the ones that I seem to have a difficult time with or whatever, like I don't think they listen to me when I tell them where I'm at. You know what I mean? Like, or if I do tell them, they're like, like I said, they think it's like somewhere past Africa or whatever.
Yeah,
So I guess they just kind of switch off. Like, why am I gonna have this nigga come from a whole other country? Like, how do I even know he's gonna show up? I think that's the type of stuff that runs through their minds and they don't want to say it, but they don't realize. Look, like Bermuda is like an hour and a half flight from New York. It's a 2.5 hour flight from Atlanta. Like we're like right there on the northeast coast or whatever. Like
oh, wow, yeah, I didn't realize that.
yeah, like all the other islands are below Florida. We're above Florida and closer to the Carolinas. So we're very close to the States. You know what I mean? So
Heard.
all you gotta do is just let me know, tell me when you having your event or what when you know, or try to like hit me up at least within a decent amount of time so that I can get situated as far as making sure I got my plane ticket in order, making sure I got my my situation in order and everything like that, and then I'm good to go. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no,
Com-
definitely.
communication is important, I guess. You know what I mean? And like I guess people
Yeah,
just got to learn how to do that. So you know.
but I wanted to ask too. I know you like you were telling me a second ago that people were like showing you like clips of beat up and whatnot when you like first moved out there. Is the battle scene in Bermuda big at all? Like, are people
I'm the
like
only battle rapper in this country.
Jesus, Jesus, man?
Yeah. Well, you know, first of all, like, so everybody listening understands, Bermuda is where I'm from, born and raised. I moved out to New York when I was 19. You know what I
Wow, I thought
mean?
it was the other way. Okay,
Yeah, I moved out to New York in 2001, and like I was out there till 2011. But I always because it's not a far commute, so I was always like back over there. Like even like after I got active, I was always like flying back over there to do battles. Like, you know what I mean? Because a plane ticket round trip is not expensive here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hour and a half flight, it's not expensive. Like, so like once I got started, I'm like, well, I got a good thing going here. So you know what? Like, why don't I just stay in contact with the league owner? And at the time I was under the draft league with Dutch Vega. And you know, he was just so happy with how I was performing that we kept that rapport going. You know what I mean? And you know, whenever I needed to like, you know, do a battle, I'd just be like, all right, fine, just let me know. You know, I get situated, get the ticket arranged, and you know, get a hotel, and I'm out there. Like, you know what I mean? So, but
it makes it perfect, bro. Know what I mean? Like, and that's why I was really excited to hear that you was like coming back type of thing, because I just knew it had like, it hadn't been like mad long type of thing, but it had been a little minute. So
yeah. Well,
you
know what's messed up about all that? Sorry to cut you off, but
no,
like,
you good, bro.
Last time when I did that battle in Austin, so many people were very happy with how I performed that. Like, what was supposed to be lined up for the following was, you know, I had my big bro Shadow that was like trying to have me come out to the Midwest, and he was trying to make that door open for me, like, because he was just amazed at the talent. The same battle league in Austin was trying to bring me back. Another battle league from Texas and Dallas was trying to like put me on their card. So that opened a lot of doors. You feel me? Like,
I got you.
Just making sure that I like performed at a good level. You know what I mean? So I was ready to go. You know, I was supposed to do something in Milwaukee for a League of Extraordinary Writers League. The same London League, I would have been battling there July 4th, but then the COVID just hit and just shut all of that down. And you know, personal matter, like my mom had been diagnosed with cancer also. So like I was making that first priority. You know what I mean? Like that was taking up majority of my 2020. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
So I mean, what was I gonna say? Like, all right, so just for, you know what I mean, just for the sake of, you know what I'm saying, just for the sake of asking, in a situation where you could possibly get more plates, like being up here type of thing, could you ever see yourself like moving back up here, like, or at least on a temporary basis type of thing?
There definitely would have to be something in it. You know what I mean? Like you said, like it'd have to be consistent place. It would have to be so many different things involved, because I'm not one of these battle rappers that tries to play the diva role and tell a promoter like, yo, just pay me $50,000 and you know what I mean? Like, so, you know, my whole thing is just like, it would have to work for me. It'd have to definitely work for me. And I definitely wouldn't mind. You know, I love this shit. So my whole thing is I'm not stopping. Even if I don't battle for 6 months, it doesn't mean that I'm done. You know what I mean?
This is like, and JL was telling me this one day. He's like, yo, bro, this is kind of one of those things that you can't retire from. Whether you're like a battle rapper, you're just a fan, whatever it is. They gotta make it like niggas gotta make it possible to retire, because you know what I'm saying, you hear so much shit that's always going on, then you hear about a battle that you're interested in or somebody that you're interested in coming back, and you're like, yeah, man, I guess I'm gonna sit back and watch. I guess I'm gonna be back for Mook versus Reed, and then, you know what I'm saying, they kind of all just trickles down from there.
Yeah. Well, you know what, bro, though, like I don't want to like let the cat out of the bag too much, but there's been some main stage staff members, promoters I've been talking to, so it might be a big opportunity coming up. You know what I mean? I won't say might, because you know we trying to speak things into existence here. There is.
Oh yeah, we do gotta wrap that conversation up. I missed your call that day. You were supposed to. Yeah, we gotta talk about that. I just remember what you talked about. We definitely gotta finish that conversation. That's fine.
I mean, call it intuition or I don't even know what you want to call it if you believe in a higher power and everything like that. But I just feel like 2021.
Y'all completing the objective, bro. It's time.
Completing the objective.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That PG was way too long ago for us to not have completed the objective, son. So
exactly.
And can we let's look at it this way, a way a lot of people may not be looking at it is. You can say it one or the other way. I feel like battle rap finally caught up to what Prof AC does. So this is the era
that makes
he
perfect
should
sense.
be in. King Lowe's perfect time to come back. You know what I'm saying? These are the situations where it's like, if he was able to travel 4 or 5 months ago, he would already be where we're expecting him to go anyway. He just needs to be in front of a camera in a league that matters. He can't do it somewhere that's like, he can't be on Water Bull Battle League expecting to get his name back up. He has to be somewhere that
that's fact. Like, yo, bro,
gonna help your career at the end of the day.
It's a perfect time for the writer in his style, bro. It's a perfect time for that. You feel me? So like, you're definitely right, bro.
Well, you absolutely right, because like what was said to me, like somebody was at one of the crucibles actually, and when they got to know me and they saw some of my battles, they said, this is exactly what they were looking for at the crucible. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, all right, fine. Well, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm ready.
No disrespect, though. If I was you, I'd turn down the crucible.
I was about to say,
I was going to ask,
like, is that? Go ahead, Jay. My fault.
In my mind, that's a waste of your time, because the talent you have, they're going to come anyway. They're going to be there anyway. If they offer you a crucible, and you're like, I feel like I'm fine with or without it. Because talk about it later, but I don't sit comfortable with the idea of the crucible too much. But even in that aspect, you can get in the crucible and get a next situation. Get in there, rap twice. They said never mind, and pull you. I don't think the crucible's for everybody. I feel like the crucible is for some individuals who need that stamp. I don't think Prof AC is the person who's going to need that crucible stamp to still survive in battle rap.
No, that's a fact. Like, I can definitely agree with it. But Prof, I want to know if that's something that's offered to you. Could you see yourself, like, just taking, biting the bullet and taking off and using
it? Yeah, actually. You know what I mean? Because the thing about it is the way I feel about it is, you give me that opportunity, I'm gonna destroy whoever's in front of me. You know what I mean? And make an example out of them. You give me any opportunity, it ain't just even a crucible. It could be RBE opportunity, it could be a KOTD opportunity, but like, I'm just at a point in my life where I'm not taking no opportunity for granted.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? My whole thing, I don't even want to go into the deep details, but I'm at a certain level that I ain't never been at before, mentally, confidence, and all that. So I'm gonna tell you this right now, and y'all can quote me on this, and we gonna play this back after the interview is over. But August 7th, you're gonna be looking at me like I ain't never seen this level from you before, and it's fucking.
You talking to viewers, because I know better. I know what's
I'm saying I'll be there August 7th. Will you, Q?
Yo, man, come on. Yeah, I think it's gotta stop, man. Listen, if I can pull up there land on August 7th, I got you, King.
You're not even gonna try. That's the difference. You're not even gonna try to.
What do you mean I'm not gonna try? Yo, y'all are gonna stop, man. I'm the president of an organization, man. You know what I'm saying? I be doing a lot, man. I need you to understand.
Not for nothing though, but like, just to say it, and I've said it to you before, but the one thing that's helped me is people like you, Q.
I appreciate that, Kim.
NJ. You know what I mean? Like, because at the end of the day, not everybody's gonna appreciate what I bring to the table, but you know what I mean? At the end of the day, like the fact that, you got other people that will see your worth, you know what I mean, and still like be loyal to the soil and support you and stand behind you.
Bro. I appreciate that, bro. Cause me and Jay talk about this all the time. Like, I don't feel like there's enough of that's genuine in this sport we love so much. You feel me? So like, whenever you catch me doing that, it's just I just want it's love, bro. I just want to keep the game growing. You know what I mean? So I definitely appreciate it.
I only do it so I want to become big battle rappers. They can buy me gift cards to food restaurants. I don't like these niggas for real. I'd be friendly from a distance, so when you blow up, I'm like, bro, let me get a Wendy's gift card.
Well, all right, bro. You about to get You about to get showered with gift cards and shit, okay? She like this nigga still going on about the gift cards. Here, take another gift card and shut up.
Take a fucking gift card, man. Matter of fact, take catch up, King. I need in on that. Nah, son. Yeah, nah, definitely, bro. My biggest part of all of that, bro, is I be wanting to see niggas winning this, man. Like, and I be catching it with like a lot of media personalities, you know what I'm saying? They're not necessarily chasing around the bigger guys, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's start showing love to the newer guys, not even the newer guys, the less active guys that people might or might not have like forgotten about. Cause bro, like, how do I say this? Like, bro, a lot of the cat, and y'all know this because y'all are watching too. A lot of the cats that we've like, you know what I'm saying, came to like feel like a staples of this shit are gonna be gone soon. Like, we gonna look up 5 years, bro. Like, they ain't really gonna be no more Hitman Surf. You know what I'm saying? Certain niggas. And that's why, like,
to know like these newer guys,
yeah,
guys that aren't really that active.
I mean, but if that goes back to what I say, niggas gotta quit begging for the old niggas so that you new guys can get the shine that the old niggas are taking up, and had typically, as of lately in the past year, having the worst battle on the card after it's said and done. So we gotta quit. We gotta quit tuning in when the niggas who are doing what they need to do are rapping and.
You know, it's so crazy.
Guys, you know,
it's so crazy though, like, because we talk about the up and comers, but the only up and comers the people that don't really follow, because Easy been at it for a minute.
I knew about Lou Castro about 4 or 5 years ago. Kid Chaos about 4 years ago. So
Mr. Biscuit just made his URL debut, but he was like one of the main people back in the grind time era, dog. That's how long he's been at it. So you know what I mean? Like, it's like Lex was saying in a post one time, you just gotta not give up. You know what I mean? And like, you gotta really just not give up. And I feel like what keeps me hopeful is I had to learn how to. I'm sorry to say it, but everybody was chasing, smack chasing. Yeah. You know what I mean? And my whole thing was, you know what? Do you just love this shit, bro? Like, do you love doing this? Do you love the fact that, like, you know what? You get put to the test, and you start out wondering if you could even like rise to the occasion. Yeah. And then you find yourself rising to the occasion. And then on top of that, okay, you know, going into a little history. Me growing up here on this island where it wasn't a big hip hop scene or whatever, my only outlet was TV, BT, and all that shit. And what was so fucking crazy about that is that I remember there was a show on Showtime called Next Episode, and you know, Nestle and Quest McCody was on it. That's how I got introduced. Yeah. Right now, what you talking about? You know how it felt, because it might not be. It's not like they Drake or anybody, but you know how it feels for me, that's a fan of just the hip hop culture in general, to do. You know, when I even got into that whole grind time circle and I was doing a draft league, to actually be able to communicate with Nestle and say that he's a peer. You know what I mean? Like, to actually be able to like talk to Quest McCody, and not only that, maybe I'm not the biggest, like, you know, I'm not the biggest star in battle rap, but like at least I'm respected amongst a certain amount of peers to where like, yo, I can have conversations with Math. I can have conversations. Cortez is the person that pretty much walked me into the scene. You know what I mean? But
and that's why we try to show someone. That's why, like me, Jay, you know what I'm saying, Banksy as well. Like, we pride ourselves on, you know what I'm saying, showing so much love to, you know what I'm saying, the other guys, so to speak. Because, like, bro, it seems like so many people, like, there's so many people in this shit, and like and this is no shade to nobody, but like every so often we all get like lost in liking who we like and shit, to the point where, you know what I'm saying, like certain shit kind of just gets overshadowed, like certain niggas' ability, whatever the hell the case is. And you know what I mean? And like you get to a point where like certain niggas love who's popular while shitting on the niggas who just love doing this shit. You dig me? And
yeah,
go ahead, bro.
No, I mean, and then on top of that, people go through personal life shit too. You know what I mean? So to go through your trials and tribulations, because it's crazy, you don't really know. I did this, right? And maybe as far as the battle rap world is concerned, you know, okay, I'm just a battle rapper. You know what I mean? I'm not up there with the upper echelon and shit. But when it got back over here, to everybody here, And you know, people have grown up with me here, remember me for like being so into just rapping, right? So to everybody in my own country, this is like a success story. You know what I mean?
And that's
because,
just cool, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you found a way to do to like, you know what I'm saying? Like you kind of in a way have an entire culture of people on your back who like, you know what I'm saying, back home after you done doing what you like, yo, yeah, bro, we love you know what I'm saying? We got our own star over here. Like another one of our own stars that we could call a star that we all know and watch grow up. He's somewhere else doing really well type shit. Like I love that shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, and that's exactly what it is, because I didn't think it would catch over here, but like I literally cannot walk outside and just be about my business without people stopping and asking or saying, yo, I appreciate what you do with that battle rap stuff. You know what I mean? So, you know, at the end of the day, not only that though, but like I think the eye-opening thing for me, I was asked by a childhood friend to come to his house because he said, like, you know, I just need 30 minutes of your time. And I'm like, all right, cool, I'll go. And he's not there, but there's this young kid there. You know what I mean? Kid got to be like 19, 20 years old. So I'm like looking around, I'm like, yeah, I'm looking for so-and-so. And he's like, yeah, he's not here right now, but he actually wanted you to meet me because, you know, I watch your battles and you know, like, I think you're fire and I want to work with you. And I got to talking to this kid and he was in all sorts of bad shit. You know, he was gang banging, he was in the streets, he was doing all sorts of shit. And he said, watching me on URL made him want to give all that up.
And
watching me do the PG made him want to like quit that street life and focus on rapping.
And I know for you, that's the type of shit that like makes you look up at this shit and be like, yo, this shit can be irritating, politics, whatever the hell the case is.
Exactly.
I love this shit. You dig me? Like I know for you, it's like I know for you it's different. But I want to ask too, like I know you said that there's no other real battles in Bermuda and shit, but like, bro, I know you know at least 2 or 3 other people who would at least like to rap. Like there's nobody over there that's nice that you know of that like you would want to.
If you want me to give you an honest answer, there's one other person here that is nice. And when I was younger, he was one of the few people that was like battling and probably could like transition to battle rapping. But the problem is that he ain't got the composure. You know what I mean? He's a street dude. He has a temper. He doesn't like the personal shit. He doesn't like the aggressive shit. You know what I mean? He's not going to be able to take somebody exposing his flaws and everything like that. So that's one of the reasons why I'm the only battle rapper on the island. There's other rappers on the island, but I'm the only battle rapper on the island because a lot of people from here wouldn't be able to handle what gets said to them and how it gets said. You know what I mean? So that's another reason why. That's another reason why, like, they leave it to me, or they do give me props on that because they're just like, yo, the fact that you stand there and a dude is screaming up in your face and saying disrespectful shit to you, and you're like crazy composed, like that's a lot. You know what I mean? That's a lot of thick skin.
And like I imagine, you know what I'm saying, like just having like, how do I say this? Because like, yo, bro, I know you know that every so often, like on like battle rap in the States, like some of the fans over here, like the shit can get irritating. But, like being where you are, it creates a different demographic because I imagine like this is just so much love type shit. Like it's not as much of niggas really hating on each other and all this other shit as like we kind of go through so much over here. Why don't you speak that for me?
I think like it goes back to what I said. Like a lot, like rap was a passion for me. You know what I mean? When I say rap was a passion for me here, it was a passion for me when other people didn't do it. You know what I mean? So I was one of the, showing my age, but I was actually one of the first. When I was rapping back in the day, it was like 5 other guys that rap here. So it wasn't like a lot that did take it up as a craft. I mean, So a lot of people will kind of say I'm influential in that aspect. So I say that to say, to answer your question, yeah, there's a lot of respect that comes with it, because the main reason a lot of people feel like when they see me doing this, one, they remember me being very quiet to myself. So they like, you know, for them, you know, they see me evolve to a different person just by doing that. Like, you know what I mean? They feel like, yo, he stepped up and he came out of his shell, but they also feel like, yo, he's been loving rap for a minute. This is who he is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's always been in love with the hip hop culture. So the fact that he took it a step further and actually stepped outside, because with Bermuda, they don't really take you serious until you leave the island.
Got you.
You know? So
Definitely.
they don't take you serious as an artist in any capacity or even an athlete until you leave here and you put yourself out in the talent pool that's outside of the island. You know what I mean? And you know, it's a lot more respect, because it's like, yo, you know, irregardless of not coming with an entourage, regardless of going to places by myself, because a lot of places I battled in with some pretty grimy ass spots, and I showed up like by myself. Like, you know, when I battled in Newark, like it was like at a recreational center in the projects and shit. You know what I mean? And I didn't go with entourage of people. I just found a way to get out there, and I got out there myself. And that's one of the reasons why, you know, just one of the reasons why, like, you know, people here respect it, is because like it's like, yo, they feel like that takes a lot of guts to leave your comfort zone.
Yeah, no, most definitely, definitely. Bro, I mean, but
yo, hold on, I think
now you go.
I can't hear you.
I think yours kept going out. Terrible, man. I'm talking up here. Yo. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. I hear you now.
Not my fault. That was my fault. Stream me up there, Ruby. But now, before we got here, right? I know you are. Is there any? I need three names. Yo, you get me?
You lagging real bad, bro.
Sorry, guys. These headphones are acting stupid. Now I can hear you.
I was saying, right? Do you have like anyone? I always ask my guys when they come up here. Is there anyone like on your kill list for the rest of the year? If the year could go
on my kill list,
how you would like it? Yeah.
There's this dude from well, he's based out in Texas, but he's from Arkansas. His name is Asylum the Crow.
Okay.
He's and everything, but I like if you ever go, he's been on he's at a PG, but like he's definitely fire. It was one of the main reasons why he down to Boston because it was his home league, and a lot of people actually want to see that. Yeah. You know, now that they see me battle. As far as just, are we talking top tier people? Or
it really don't matter, bro. You know what I'm saying? I want to see you working. So any names you got for me, bro?
Yeah, Danger Zone, A Ward, JC, definitely B-Dot. Just all everybody that's got a crazy pen, you know.
I do.
So
not
those type of people.
Yeah. No, I definitely like the list, bro. Hey man, I'm saying, yo, Prof, I always appreciate you pulling up, my boy. I'm saying, I definitely look forward to what you got coming up here. If anything, please just let the people know where to find you. Okay.
Okay, sorry, you breaking up a little bit, bro. Like you say, you let the people know where they can find me.
Yeah, let the people know where they can find you. Okay.
Okay, Instagram. I have two Instagrams. It's Prof 441 PROF 441, and Prof the Rapper, PROF, THE, rap, it's a whole sentence. Cause, and then here on Twitter, Prof _AC. I'm on Facebook as well. I'm on Snapchat as well, Prof441. Yeah, and YouTube. You can subscribe to my YouTube page. It's the same thing. I put Prof441 a majority of everything in case you know.
Yo, before we got here, right, I searched your name on YouTube and I gotta ask you something. I see like a little dance battle or some shit like that. Is JC not the only motherfucking battle rap who's dancing? Was that not you? I see like
I think
the dance battles and shit.
Nigga, you want to know that you get caught dancing on camera like JC? If you a dancer, nigga, you be pop locking, bro.
No.
Yo, so I'll show you the screenshot what I'm talking about after the show, bro. Yo,
I don't.
You said I was gay, bro.
Am I a dancer? No.
I was. Yo, bro, I searched Prof AC on YouTube because I was looking for something that was never used for the description of the joke. Over shit. I was like,
wait. Where did you see this?
Yo, search your name on YouTube, bro.
Shit. Hey, nah, bro. Like, hey, I'm not a dancer. Like, I definitely suck at dancing.
Nah.
So
you good, my boy. I just wanted to show you, right?
All right, bro.
See, my boys always love them. Says, scream at me. I'm saying always appreciate y'all pulling up shit. Yo, Jason.
All right, bro.
Scream at me, my boy. Oh,
for real.
Always love y'all.
All right, bro.